Hi, my name is Charlotte Price and I am the Star Princess.
I am Britannia, Princess of Yore.
Well, she was, I think, one of the only warriors that was very sort of fighting for her people. That her father had been killed by this sort of greater being, and she was kind of fighting for her people and her morals and rights, and kind of was forced to fight in a way. Kind of wasn't a chosen fighter or a chosen warrior. She's more of a moral, good person. I wasn't a badass, basically.
All right, here we go, guys. Ready and action!
Charlie, the director, really sort of helped me and kind of see it as not kind of getting too involved in the fight and making it bring it to an emotional level, because then it's a lot more relatable to people at home watching when there's sort of an under subtext to what you're doing. You're not just having a random fight now. You're sort of fighting for something, and something that is very, meaningful to you. So it kind of, for me, I had to sort of separate it from the fight and go for more of why you're fighting. Something you love.
Going Dutch.
I just had it's almost like a normal sort of, I don't think it's here, but almost like a Kill Bill, like samurai just sword. It was very simple, and my kind of weapon was, my speed and strength, I think, was kind of how I saw it. That was my strength. Well, that's what I kept telling myself anyway. I was like, but yeah, that was it was a simple sword, but the choreography that I had kind of was to my advantage. I trained classically as a dancer, and there was a scene in Romeo and Juliet that the boys actually learned how to fence. So, I mean, we kind of messed around then, but nothing to the extent of what we did in this.
So that has to be really strong. Okay, but very safe. Just again.
In terms of the choreography, it helped me sort of pick it up, but it kind of went against me as well, because I was kind of, at the beginning, just almost seeing it as dancing, and it was hard for me to make it sort of with intention to kill and not to sort of, this is a dance move. So, yeah, but it did help, yeah.
Low and up.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to up.
So you don't go up, you stay
Down.
like that.
There you go. Good.
I was so excited. I was so, like, by that point when we were sort of in costume and in the set, when it was all sort of like Fight Club, like grimy, and there was the lights, it was quiet, and the smog, and I was kind of like really kind of pumped I was like, at that point I was very much like, I want to kick her ass right now.
Okay, here we go. Get to the end. Ready and action!
I was really pleasantly surprised by the actual place that we were fighting, because I think I said before, it was very Fight Club grimy, and it really sort of added to it. I mean, it was really bare, and there was nothing to it really. It was just a dark, dingy room, but I think that did the best thing for the fights. It was just about the fight then, so I was that was my favourite thing, the whole surroundings, how gross they were. I was completely sort of blown away by the whole experience. I wasn't expecting it to be to the level, or take as much time as it did, but I loved every second of it.
Which one? Were you doing the Jason Paris?
No, the first time she does this thing.
Yeah, you're doing
it. And then I'm like...
The sword training is very sort of, you have to remember every strike, every move is with intention to kill. I mean, the whole thing was challenging, like I was saying, to disassociate the whole dancing thing and make it not about a choreographed routine. So that was a big thing. But once I had that in my mind and disconnected that, no, it was just making sure that every strike is I want to kill you, and don't anticipate what's coming, because obviously by the end you know what you're doing, but you don't want people to know that it's all sort of set out. So I guess that was a struggle to make it not look anticipated.
You don't want to do. We just
knowing that every time you're going to hit someone, you want to kill them, and really sort of believing that and trying to do that. But again, with a great partner, with her attitude being the same, you know, it's great to feed off. So I think that's probably the hardest thing, actually, sort of trying to want to kill her. The whole process was harder than I thought it was going to be. But I had a great partner, and that was another key thing as well. It's trusting her, but, you know, not, you know, kind of, it's a very weird sort of mental state to be in, but it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a low. That's a low. And make sure you don't go straight. Make sure it goes off to the side.
I was so blessed to sort of have Jolene as a partner. She's so funny. She's so quick, so funny, just amazing to work with someone that we could laugh a lot of the time when doing it as well, when we're making a fool of ourselves. Because at the beginning, we don't know what we're doing. So it was good to be able to have someone to laugh at me, because I was going to laugh at her.
Good.
Azim and Harris. Yeah, they were great. They were a big part in it all succeeding, really. You know, that and Tim, obviously. They were great to work with.
Yes, much better.
Tim was just a character, an amazing one, a very talented man. So yeah, I'm very grateful to him, and he helped a lot. So many funny things. The amount of times I poked myself with my own sword was, you know, we stood there and you're doing things, and it's like you don't realise, you know. Also, just injuring myself was many a time, and you fall lots of falling over. And I think one of the first times they filmed us doing our fight, at this point I was like, yeah, we kind of got it down, and then we watched it, and I was like, are you serious? I was like, you got some work to do, because you think once you've learned it, oh, that must be it. But it was like, you know, it looked like Disney fighting at that point right at the beginning, believe me. So that was funny. But yeah, it was a fun experience. I'm not, you know, not tooting my own horn, but I never go into anything and do it. It's all or nothing, you know. It's got to be, and I think I did my best, really. You know, I worked as hard as I possibly could. So no, I'm happy with how it went. I love pushing myself physically, probably because of my dance training. So it was a new sort of type of fitness of training for me. So that was my favourite thing. I was like, wow, I can't really do this. So that was the best part, the training. It's not as easy as we made it look, and everyone should get involved in some sort of training, fight training, because you get such a rush from it, and not in an aggressive way. Like I'm not aggressive. I never fight. But it's just so fun to do, and I really promote anyone sort of doing it. It's a great way to keep fit, and yes, I would love to do it again, with harder choreography and, you know, maybe a different opponent, but just to mix it up. But yeah, I would definitely love to do it again.